Of course, if in the books of tafsir they told you various occasions for revelation about this, but that as to those who might start migrating or proceed to migrate in Allah's path and to Allah and His Prophet, and they die in the way, then their reward with Allah. Why I pause at this is that especially Sufi tafsir, but not limited to Sufi tafsir, because you find it also in Razi and the Zamakhshari, the Mu'tazili, and so on, that this ayah, superficially it applied to specific individuals who, after have made the decision, initially they made the decision not to migrate. And then finally, after a certain amount of, they said, okay, we're making the ultimate sacrifice, and we're sacrificing everything, and we're going to migrate. And they actually get ill and die in the trip from where they were close to Mecca to Medina. Whether that was an occasion for revelation, and I have no reason to suspect the veracity of that incident historically, but whether it was an occasion for revelation is beside the point, because the way that the hijrah to Allah and the Prophet is not a simple physical journey. It is an entire moral journey. And Allah knows that there will be many situations that what this journey entails is death. Allah is preparing us for ultimately that sometimes the price you're going to pay is your life. Then fear of death shouldn't be an excuse for seeking liberation from your disempowerment. If in fact you die, then your reward is with Allah. The path itself, the journey itself, is a lonely one, and Allah knows this and knows the level of hardship. But ultimately, the question is, when your soul is received by the angels who receive your soul, are you going to be able to withstand the question as to whatever was wrong with your circumstances? Are you going to be able to say, yes, I've done something about it, and what I've done was to the best of my ability, and Allah knows my true motives and intentions? This is not an invitation for some. I was always intrigued by, when I was much younger, I was always intrigued by my people my age who were all, communists and revolutionaries. They were always like in a state of constant revolution. They wanted to burn everything, destroy everything, as if that's the cool thing, as if that's the hard thing. That's very easy, to be just a radical who wants to destroy everything. What's much harder is to be a Qur'anic revolutionary. A Qur'anic revolutionary, a revolutionary with great moral discernment and great moral distinction. One wrong doesn't make another right. To have a keen sense of your own dignity and liberation, but it cannot be attained at the expense of the indignity and oppression towards others. And this was always, the and subhanallah, that the surah in the Quran that is named after women is the surah of revolution and liberation. Coincidence?